Looks like Apple is taking a whole new turn in the way it describes its new built-in map app. In a rare event, the company did a little re-editing to the feature's website description. KATU has the old wording and why it just doesn't work.
Apple calls it the most beautiful, powerful mapping service ever. It is pretty, but good luck finding your way. Want to get to Sausalito from San Francisco? Apple tells you to take a ferry. And it tells you landmarks in Tokyo don't exist when they clearly do.
Now, after several weeks, countless disappointing critiques, and an unheard of amount of user complaints, we have a different description. Those heavy adjectives have been stripped and replaced with this sentence, dealing more with interface than overall quality. A beautiful vector-based interface that scales and zooms with ease. So would Apple have been better off to take a step back and use the less glorifying description to begin with? Digital Inspiration seems to think so. Not once did they mention that the service had any limitations or problems. It would not have become such a laughingstock worldwide had they set the right expectations in the first place. The new description shouldn't be a shock, though. Geeko says Apple had a responsibility to make the edit. Apple's website will, or at least should, always be the most unilaterally positive force behind all of the company's products. The change isn't surprising. It solidifies the notion that Apple Maps not only constitutes the company's greatest misstep in years, but also its first retreat in recent memory. Digital Trends has a different take on the fail. They think the biggest problem with Apple Maps is the media's overreaction. We're used to seeing high-quality experiences from Apple. There's dramatic tension in the idea that Apple may have made a miscue. That dramatic tension is also the reason that the news coverage of the Maps app has been so thorough. But CNN says something happens as users get more comfortable with their devices. There's a justified sense of entitlement that the application they've come to rely on will continue to provide the functionality they've come to expect. To put it in another way, discovering that there's no longer transit directions when you're looking to find the bus home is never a nice surprise. Apple CEO Tim Cook apologized for the Maps app in a letter posted on the company's website on Friday. For Newsy, I'm Joe Chiodo. Multiple sources, the real story.